All right, whenever you're ready. Check, check, check. Hello. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. That's better. Dankun, dankun. Dankun, dankun. Dankun, dankun. Dankun, dankun. Did you hear the story of the blobs? The blobs. We're making space for them. And all our friends are working hard, so hard. So when they come, we'll sing this song for them. It goes, dankun, dankun. Yeah. Dankun, dankun. You guys know your part now? Dankun, dankun. Can you sing that? Dankun, dankun. Not quite dank sharding, but it's on the way. Call it a prototype. All the little blobs will take the fees away, so we can scale up right and sing. Dankun, dankun. I know it's early. Sing it loud, guys. Come on, come on. I know you can do it. Dankun, dankun. It's no fuck SBF. Dankun, dankun. BLOBS. We're making way for all the blobs. 6 urges, this is the surges. It's time to blow our tops. Oh, it's time to let the blobs all run free. And we sing. Dankoon, dankoon. Yeah. Dankoon, dankoon. Dankoon, dankoon. 4844. Dankoon, 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 dankoon. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm Jonathan Mann, Song a Day guy. I've been writing a song for 16 years and, I don't know, a long time. Sell them all as NFTs. Happy, thrilled to be back here at ETHDenver, my 4th time playing on this stage. Very happy. Yeah, there you go. Welcome, everybody, to the first day. We got a lot of amazing things happening. Got the governor coming back. I got in trouble last year because I said fuck SBF a bunch of times in front of the governor, and that was... But still, yeah, fuck SBF. But you know, someone was pointing out we did it, right? This time next month, he will be sentenced. He will be sentenced. I don't know if you saw his mom said, she said that in his defense for the sentencing, she said that the SBF is an angel of mercy, which that's not, anyway, if you know what an angel of mercy is, that's not what you want to call your son. Anyway, I'm very excited now to welcome up to the stage the man behind all of this. Came from his brain, everything you see. His name is John Paller. Give him a huge welcome. Here he is.
Thanks, Johnny. GM. We got a lively bunch over there. Well, welcome to ETHDenver 2024. How you doing? Y'all notice that we actually got up this morning? I mean, think about that. You're at a crypto conference and it's 10 a.m. You realize how ironic that is? I'm actually surprised I'm here. Not really, but you can understand last night's opening party. Where's the Metis Foundation crew? They're right there. Say thanks to them. If you went to the party last night, the Metis Foundation put that on. Was awesome, super fun, and thanks, guys. All right, so we're going to kind of do some housekeeping, if that's okay. Well, John was supposed to have his little slide up here. So if anybody wants to go follow him real quick on X, there you go, Song a Day Man. Got it? Okay. So GM, we'll do it again. GM. All right, what I love about ETHDenver is it's so not corporate-y. Good Lord, it's awesome. And we're just friends, right? Learning, colliding, creating together, doing all sorts of things. So remember to say GM to your friends every morning when you get here, or even in the afternoon. We say it all the time. I don't think GM is actually good morning. I think it's just a thing we say. So this is me. I'm John. I'm the founder of ETHDenver, and I'm also involved in a project called Opolis, which I'll shill to you later. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, might be a good idea, because later in the program, there's going to be a little secret something you can do to get a little secret something in return. Little alpha FOMO. And let's talk about why we're here. So ETHDenver was founded on the premise that holy shit, there's a lot of stuff to know, and we don't know what we don't know, and how do we get everybody else to know the things that we don't know, and how do we get to mass adoption? So the Colorado community grew from like a 15-person meetup to like 400 people in the summer of 2017, but nobody knew how to do anything. And I'm the kind of guy who gets bored and says, you know, we should build something, because like, all this talk about crypto price and all that, you'll notice we don't do that here. You can talk about it outside, but we're here to biddle. So the biddle meme was created in 2018, was actually the hashtag that we used for the first event. So this is our 7th year doing this. And Biddle has now been mentioned on social media over 100 million times. Now, why is Biddle so important? Well, it's important because it's what we do when the Bitcoiners are hodling, which I do. We're also here biddling. We're here building the future of the decentralized technology that is going to supposedly advance humanity into its next chapter. So we're here to give away free education, free community, and when those things collide, out the back door comes Biddle. So enjoy yourselves, but most notably, think about what is it that I'm contributing? What is it that I'm expressing from a creativity standpoint? How do I fit into this community? How do I build more community? How do I make a connection? It's gonna happen. You can't be here and not have random interactions that might even change your life. I hear about them every day. People write me and tell me these things and how much they're like appreciative for the space that we've built. And Kent will talk a little bit more about that. But I'm gonna introduce you to the spork whale, okay? So every year we have these ridiculous characters that we sort of put out. We got buffacorns and spork whale onesies. You know, I've got my spork whale smoking jacket on. We'll talk about those. But the spork whale is actually not supposed to be, like, yes, it's a VIP ticket, technically, but it's not really about that. This is about being a big contributor. You can earn your way into perpetual spork whale status. You can be a key contributor in the community and be recognized for that without having to buy your way into it, okay? So our community is very different. So we sort of don't really like the context of VIP because it creates kind of a classist feel. But when you're a spork whale, that means you're a major contributor. Because why? We biddle here. It's not about all that other shit. We don't care, okay? Now into just the event venue. Y'all like it? Is it better? Yeah, we think it's better than last year's layout. So there was a bunch of reasons why, including this stage got moved up here. And that's because it's too far away otherwise. So we wanted to make it more accessible and adjacent to where everybody wants to be. And it was very apparent last year, everybody wanted to be in the Shulages. So we're just gonna continue with that. These maps are everywhere. These maps are everywhere. So if you get lost, find one. You can also find it online. We have the two buildings. The event center, which is what the property calls it, is where the Biddle Hub is. And then this is the National Western Complex. And this is where the Shill Zone and all the other things are here. This is the main event venue. So we're here February 29th. What are y'all doing with your free day? You guys know this is like Mulligan Day for like makeup. February 29th, right? Anybody born on February 29th? That'd be cool. You'd be like 30 years old and be like 5. Be really cool. After this is all over, we're going to Breckenridge. You can snowboard, ski, hang out, chill, Colorado style, if you know what I mean. 6 stages running concurrently. So right now this is being rebroadcast everywhere, but otherwise the programming is completely independent. This is the main stage, or Atlantis stage. You can find all the maps again. There's 3 stages in this building and 3 in the Biddle Hub. And all the calendars online. You can find anything and everything you want. We'll talk a little bit more about our content in a bit with Danny. But I also encourage you to explore because there's a lot to do and a lot to see. The Buffacorn Biddle Brigade Lounge is back. That's actually just over here. And you can actually kind of peek in this year and see what's going on. They got the snow cone wheel back. They got live in-person signings with the artist Sergio Ordonez. They've got a subsidized bar there, and it's super chill lounge. Spork Whale Lounge is adjacent to back here. And anybody with a Spork Whale ticket, which means you're a big contributor to the ecosystem, gets into there free. The bar is open 3 to 7, Thursday through Saturday, 2 to 5 on Sunday. And it's chill this year. Super chill, and hook it up. Buffa Swag, get your swag. We are swag drippers. We love it. There will be opportunity to earn these smoking jackets through the ZK Quest that they'll talk about. There's all sorts of new stuff. There's vintage stuff available. You get your spork with purchase, and you also get your literal spork with purchase. So you'll get your digital currency as well as the actual spork. So I'm going to bring up my friend Kent. So this dude was doing the meetup super dork style back in 2014 when nobody cared about crypto. And he and I became friends, and then I sort of said, we should have like a big event. And he's like, ah. And I said, no, like we should invite people from all over the world and like make Colorado like a thing. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, he gave me the blessing to like YOLO some of this, and so we built it. So he's gonna give us a little bit of culture, ethos, and history, and sort of how all this came to be.
Hi, friends. Holy shit. It's like the Grand Theft Auto meme. Here we go again. Good morning. Welcome to the 7th iteration of ETHDenver. It's an honor to have you here. Hope you like this second iteration of having our new venue. The Sportscast will always be in our hearts. This is a special time in the history of ETHDenver and ETHDenver, as John was alluding to. So the ETHDenver meetup started 10 years ago, 2014. The idea was basically, hey, there was a good Bitcoin community in Denver. This tech called Ethereum looks pretty cool. What can we do with that? So here's us back in the day hanging out at the Denver Bitcoin Center. Back then, there were no maxis. It was a beautiful thing. The idea of maximalism was completely foreign to everybody. I think there's a lesson there. Anyway, we'd hang out and collaborate and talk. It was fun. So that's how it started. How it's going? Just look around you. Holy crap, like something is going on here. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that this is a countercultural phenomenon. We've tapped into something here at ETHDenver, and more broadly, as a society, as humans on this planet. Something is going on. It's worth asking then, what is special about this? How did this happen? I think one really cool thing is we've tapped into a successful formula here. How did it start? A grassroots community, passionate grassroots community here in Denver. Also, where my Boulder blockchain homies at? Also, yes, there they are. Very vocal. To that, we added an incredibly ambitious vision, courtesy of John Pollard. John showed up, said, guys, let's do a really big hackathon. Let's invite people from all over the world. Let's shoot for the moon. To that, we added an incredible team of contributors and volunteers and collaborators. So the first ETHDenver rolls around, and it turns out it's actually incredible, bigger and better than we thought. But most importantly, and I don't think anybody could have predicted this, I certainly didn't see it coming, the vibe was amazing. The sense of joy and freedom and camaraderie, we didn't really expect that, but it was there. And the cool thing is, it's been there every year since. And ultimately, it's you guys, the attendees, that truly create that vibe and make it special. So thank you. So at the basic level, that's what's going on. But it's also worth considering what's going on at the broader historical, societal level. For some insight into that, let's turn to ancient Greek mythology. It's a little bit dark here on the screen, but that's our friend Prometheus. Prometheus was one of the sub-deities in the Greek pantheon of gods. One day, Prometheus decides to steal fire from the gods, in defiance of the gods, and bring it down to the land of humans. This fire actually sparked knowledge and civilization and humanity and science, everything that makes humanity unique. So, pretty good move, right? And in response to this, you think the gods above him would have said, dude, Prometheus, you get like a badge or something, or an Olympic medal. Good job. Instead, this was the reward that Prometheus got. He defied the gods, defied centralized authority, and was sentenced to have his liver eaten out by an eagle. That's pretty metal, isn't it? To make things worse, his liver would regenerate every day, as livers do, and the eagle would eat it out again. And this was his fate, repeated liver eating. So, not great. You might be wondering, though, that's nice, but what the hell does this have to do with decentralization? I think there's a lesson here about humanity and how we're programmed, historically and in modern times. If you think about it, we're born into a world where centralized authority is a thing. We're also taught from a very early age, in school, and then growing up, into college, university, the job market, being part of culture, there's corporations, there's governments. It's best to conform to these things. you know, you can kind of do your own thing, but it's best if you sort of follow the path. Centralized institutions are necessary for humanity. Without it, it would be anarchy, chaos, blood in the streets. And certainly, centralized institutions have played an important role, and not all bad. There's just one problem. Much like Prometheus here, humanity has wound up on its back, getting its liver eaten out by an eagle due to this dynamic. One problem is you have authoritarianism. More humans live in authoritarian regimes and are less free today compared to 20, 30 years ago. This is a problem. It gets worse. In the 20th century, for example, centralized institutions and concentrated power brought us 2 world wars, Holocaust, genocides, brought the human race to the brink of nuclear annihilation. This is the ultimate outcome, the inevitable outcome, I think, of concentrated power. There's something about human nature. This is what it leads to. So you're probably thinking, Kent, dude, this is the opener, and you're very bleak right now. All right, allow me to shift the vibe. I'm actually an optimist. I think someday humans will go to the stars. We're going to colonize the solar system, and then the galaxy and the universe. We're going to put aside our petty tribal differences and survive and thrive in space, and this is our fate. We're not going to blow ourselves up. Why am I so optimistic? Decentralization. Finally, humanity has an alternative to the ossified, centralized institutions that have created many problems in the past. And it's proven out at this point. This isn't speculation like 10 years ago. People love trustlessness. They love permissionlessness. They love connecting with their fellow human beings without intermediaries. This is a really cool thing. The thing is, at this point, the onus is on us. If we're going to build alternatives to these institutions, or at least make these better as well, we have to do our part to build better. The onus is on us. If you think about it, we're kind of like building a new OS for humanity. That's what decentralization is. And that sounds a little bit TED Talky, oh, a new OS for humanity. But when you think about it, it's true. This is a new way to connect and collaborate with your fellow humans. And it's, you know, if you zoom out and think about it, this is incredibly powerful. Here at ETHDenver, this is precisely what we're doing. We're focusing on building. We embody the cypherpunk values. There's no gatekeeping. ETHDenver has always been free to attend. Anybody can come. There's no maxis here. I know there's many projects here from different ecosystems. This is the antithesis to maximalism. We have a lot to learn from each other, even if we disagree. Sharing ideas together, we have much to learn from each other. There's many showing points of perspectives. One of the things I dislike about crypto this day is it's very Twitter-driven. It's about influencers and follower counts and very loudly shared opinions. And this is not good discourse. Back in the day, things were shared on Reddit, more on Ethereum. I missed that, actually. This is a bit of a throwback here at ETHDenver. You'll see lots of great talks. It's amazing. Definitely check out the talks. Finally, we have over 115 countries represented here, humans united under the banner of BITL. Anyway, I've talked long enough. We have a lot to cover here. Oh, God, I'm a minute over. Sorry, John. I will leave you with this. A lot of people from the outside view this industry as a big speculative casino. Focus on price too much and that happens. The true measure of our success, what we're building, is what we're doing, making the world a freer place, a more peaceful place, a more prosperous place, and a better world. Is it putting us on the path to the stars? If we're creating better alternatives, then hell yes, we're winning. We'll check back in 10 more years, but I'm optimistic. Thank you.
Kent Barton, everybody. Kent Barton. Thank you, Kent. Come on, do the thing. Okay, so next up, hi, everybody. It's me again. We have Elena Sinelnikova from the Metis Foundation, and they're doing some pretty amazing things that you're going to want to hear about. So, with no further ado, he's going to set this up, and she's going to come speak. Here's Elena.
Thank you. All right, while we're getting ready, how are you doing today? Ow! Nice. Okay. 1 more minute, and we're going to start. Have you attended the party yesterday? Yes? Oh, people in the front row did. Okay, how about the back row? Did you? That's why you were a little bit late. But there are seats actually here, so you can take the seats too. My name is Elena Sinelnikova. I am original co-founder of Metis Foundation, and I used to be CEO, but now I am a decentralization coordinator. We are decentralized into 5 business entities, independent, decentralized, they called econodes. That's how we achieve the decentralization on the business level, not only on the infrastructure level. But today I'm going to be talking about one problem once the slides are ready, and I'm going to talk about both decentralizations. And maybe while I am just stretching the time, there is a little bit of history of me. This is, I think, my 7th ETHDenver that I'm participating in. And my first one, I came as a just general attendee. And I'm so happy now that I can support ETHDenver because ETHDenver is an event that gives power to the decentralized community, to decentralized projects, and that is what is very near and dear to my heart. And I hope that you guys also support decentralization because this is what I'm talking about every ETHDenver. And now the slides are ready. Yay. All right, next slide, please. Thank you. So as I said, we decentralized into 5 econodes. It's Metis L2, and I'm going to stand here so you can see it. Metis L2, ZKM, Chorus, Nuvo, and P1X Labs. We are all over the world, and almost all econodes are here today at ETHDenver, and you can check them out at our booth at Metis Foundation. I'm going to be talking about one problem that we encountered in the last year, actually. Everyone claims that Ethereum is decentralized. But is it? Rival network communities are making a very excellent point recently, that 80% of Ethereum transactions are on the layer 2 protocols. And there is with one problem, that all layer 2 protocols currently are centralized with a single sequencer operated and its profit, transaction profit, hoarded by one single entity. Why is it bad? First, single point of failure. If this one sequencer is down, the whole network is down. And even best and most reputable L2 networks experience that misfortune. Second is a security risk. Single sequencer is a very attractive target for the hackers. Also, single sequencer model, because all transaction profit goes to one entity, open rooms for corruption. Right now, we see this corruption happening in transaction censorship and also in sandwiching transactions, which is basically stealing money from the end user. And also, there is a trust dependency, which means when I came to this space, we wanted to build the trustless environment, when we don't trust corporations, but we trust technologies instead. But nevertheless, right now, we actually trust our money without maybe even knowing it to a big corporations that maybe don't have that our best interest in mind. Next one is the regulatory and the legal perspective. For the single sequencer, it is a very attractive target for the regulators as well. Find the legal reason to impose on layer 2, stop the sequencer, and you can bring the whole network down. And eventually, you can bring the whole Ethereum down. Now that I'm saying it, I hope the regulators are not here because I really don't want to give them ideas. So please change the slide quickly. Well, now I hope that Google people are not here either. But nevertheless, from all my previous points, you already know that Ethereum is maybe as centralized as Google now, because we are making, as a layer 2, so we're making it centralized. So we're making it as a big corporation. So my question to the layer 2 networks, do you have now that you know all that, and you knew that, but now everybody knows that, do you have now enough reasons to decentralize? So just do it. And one more time for the people in the back. If you wonder how to do it, Metis Foundation is actually, and Metis L2 is working this path already. We just finished 2 rounds of intensive testing with the thousands of users and multiple parties that runs decentralized sequencers. And now, and this is a big announcement, we're ready to go into the mainnet, into production in March 2024, which is like tomorrow. We're not going tomorrow, but March 2024, we're going to be live with decentralized sequencers. So therefore, we're going to be, first, layer 2 optimistic rollup that runs a decentralized sequencer model. Our decentralized sequencer model, and I'm telling this so you can actually relate onto this experience and maybe use it, is running on a proof of stake. It means that underlying security will be confirmed with a stake that decentralized sequencers, of course, are going to put. And for us, for the Metis, because we have a native token as a gas token, and it works perfectly, because for the governance token, it doesn't work that way. So for the Metis token, now it has kind of holy trinity of utility: gas, governance, and also underlying security and decentralization. None of the other L2s right now can make that claim, but soon they will be too, hopefully, when they decentralize. You can look up our architecture, and it runs as the sequencer pool. It means that sequencers exchange. So therefore, for the maximum performance and for the 100% uptime. But we're not doing decentralization just for the sake of decentralization. Actually, we believe that decentralization will bring adoption because all parties will benefit from it. So this is how it will work. Recently, we announced an ecosystem development fund of, right now it's $500 million. For the, and 2/3 of this, we're going to go for the sequencer rewards, with a guaranteed rate of 20% for each sequencer who operates in the first year. As the community at large, they're going to benefit through liquid staking protocols that are paired with each sequencer, and therefore, this profit is going to be distributed to each member of the network, each user, and therefore drives the adoption. And so we are now decentralized blockchain that everybody benefits with. So we're going from corruption to the true spirit of the blockchain. We have a number of sequencers that we're going to start with, but of course we're going to decentralize more and more. So right now we're calling for the experienced node operators to apply to become a sequencer in this first decentralized layer 2. Our community is going to vote for the best and select the best ones. As for the rest of you builders here, we have the rest of the $500 million fund for you, because we would like to distribute it all as if in the form of a grant. So you can scan the code, make a picture, and apply for the grant. So we have all this money for you. So you can come over to our decentralized layer 2 and also benefit from it. Beside the grant, you will benefit, once you deploy in Metis layer 2, from the Billner mining as well, which is also the profit sharing program. And after we're done with the decentralized sequencer implementation, our EcoNode ZKM is going to give Metis layer 2 another advantage. It calls a hybrid rollup. So we're going to combine the cost and the speed of optimistic rollup with the instant withdrawal of the ZK rollup. So this is coming next. And one more thing before I go. Our ZK Maker node has a mind-blowing innovation that they just published. This is entangled rollup. It means that you will be able to stake and restake your funds that you keep on one network into the other networks, layer ones, layer twos, without moving that money anywhere, without moving them through the bridge, without doing anything to them. So this is the entangled rollup and common liquidity. So all liquidity for all chains will come together on this, with this technology. And of course, we're going to solve the bridging security problem with that. So scan to learn on how it works. My name is Elena Sinelnikova, and I'm here with all the econodes to give you the vision of how to make the Ethereum decentralized again. If you have any questions, you can check us out at the booth or on X. But we're going to make Ethereum decentralized again regardless. Thank you very much, and good morning.
Thank you, Elena. Okay, next up we have John Paller again. Where is he? Where's the guy? And also Justin Moskowitz, who's right there. They're going to tell you about some more buffacorn nonsense things. All the little buffacorn things they do. And here's John again.
Hey guys. Do we not have slides happening? I guess. Not really.
Yeah, plug
I
back
guess we
in.
can just do this. Hold on.
Here.
All right, well, we're figuring out our technical incapacity. So, John. Oh, there it is. Never mind. All right, so 7th year. And we've had a lot of contributors over the years. Lots of people from the community early on rallied around the Biddle cry, helping us with various things for free. If you were around early on, we were pretty disorganized, but happy to be here, having a good time. As we grew, things got more complicated. We've now got a core team crew of over 100 people that execute this. So it is a lot. But we wanted to look back and say, well, how do we show appreciation to people who have contributed to the community over the years, but maybe aren't anymore, or they're doing other things that they've moved on. So we created what's called the Bluff Club and the Stewards Club. So this year is the inaugural induction into both the Stewards Club and the Bluff Club. So what the Stewards Club is these are people that have contributed in some sort of meaningful way over a long period of time, and what they're getting is they're getting perpetual spork whale status. So even if they're not contributing to the community anymore directly, they can just show up and be cool. And they'll also have their own dedicated badge next year. They'll have like an NFT 1 of 1. We didn't have time, unfortunately, to create them this year, but next year they'll have them. Now the Bluff Club is extraordinary contribution to the community. So these are folks that not only have been here for a while helping out, these are people who are core to the existence of ETHDenver. And so it's like an if not but for thing. So if we did not have their contributions when we got them, ETHDenver probably wouldn't be what it is. So next to me is this strapping Viking that we all affectionately call Justin. If you don't know Justin, he's my co-founder for ETHDenver. So please give him a round of applause. Behind the scenes, you know, we've got a huge team now that we're trying to decentralize Justin. It's kind of like, consensus mechanisms, but really operational for us. But in any case, he's been integral to all the experience that you see when it comes to the art, the the stage designs, everything. He and I have worked very closely on this. So we are going to announce the names here, and we are going to ask that if they are in attendance, that they please join us on stage. So we're going to start with the Stewards Club. All right. In no particular order, Stefan Chavez. Wheel on up here, buddy. Hunt Fry. And we're going to rattle them off here, guys, because we got limited time. Now, what we're giving them is a limited edition engraved spork. So these are numbered sporks, and there's only 300 of these made. So this is your perma utensil, sir, for biddling. Thank you for your contribution. So Hunt, what's up, dude? Hook him up with this spork. Tay Kim. Is Tay here? Kwok Lee. Where? No, I didn't say Taylor Kendall yet. I said Tay Kim. No, I would use your real name, but okay, Taylor. He's happy to be here, so we just won't call him when he gets his name called. So there's Tay. Sheila Moskowitz. Where's your mom, Justin? Where's your mom? Justin's mom has literally been helping us with childcare since the beginning. Y'all know that we have free childcare, right? We oversubscribed by like 30 children. Now, you know what that means? Parents are here building. How cool is that, right? We get the economic barriers out of the way, and out of the discretionary fund, we put an extra $9,000 to expanding childcare so those people could actually come. I approved that yesterday. We had a wait list of 30 kids, like babies and stuff too. Like, we're not gonna make the kid, no, we're gonna include everybody, so we went ahead and did it. Aaron Robinson, is Aaron here? Bill Warren? Dan Shields? Jonathan Palmer? Lee Knight? Victor Bunin? Where's Victor? Is he here? I haven't seen him. All right, let's keep going. Adam Dill, I know he's not here. But thank you, Adam, if you're watching. Shira Frank, Annie Phillips, Simona Pop. A bunch of these folks couldn't be here today. Sasha Stern, is Sasha make it? OG Meetup founder. Annabelle Velasquez. Kevin Owaki. Is Kevin here? You make it? So yeah, we were doing meetup stuff together back in 2016, 2017. OG days. Mar Williams. Elon Aviv. Eric Arsenault. David Mihal. Kenton Shui. Mladen Petronovic. He's one of our artists in Europe. I don't think he could make it. Paul Norton. Stephen Chavez. Tim Arguello. Taylor Fraley. Wilson Withiam. Nick Rodriguez. And Matt Hosborough. Now, a bunch of our... Lee, how are you? See, if you want to learn how to ride a bull or a bronco, go talk to Lee. They'll tell you all about it. All right, well, that's the end of the Stewards Club. So one last round of applause for our Stewards Club inductees. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations. We love you. All right, so next up, we're going to do the Bluff Club. So this is for extraordinary contribution. Again, these folks, if not for their contributions, the event would probably not exist. So, Justin Moskowitz, You are number one. Casey Gardner. I'm calling our board members up. So Casey, come on up, buddy. Josh Lapidus, Danny Osorio, Susie Batt, Elena Sinolikova, Shanna Ewing, and Hannah Oreskovich. So we're hopefully going to have the whole board here. We can vote. Who thinks Josh should get a raise? Josh does. I'm just kidding. So I just want to introduce to you the board here of, oh wait, we got an extra random. So the board, there's 9 of us, and there's actually 5 women on the board. So I gotta say, we're a pretty dangerous crew here. When it comes to boards, we certainly fight about things, but we are so aligned on the whole ethos of Biddle and what we've been able to build as a community. It's remarkable, the vibe that comes along. And the board is really where that gets set. So my personal gratitude to these folks here. We would not be anywhere near where we are today without their contributions. So thank you to them. Now we're going to keep bringing more people up, okay? So we've got Layla Sarper. Where's Justin's wife? Come on. Wow, she's pregnant and just steps up on the, wow, you go, girl. So obviously, behind every good man is a woman rolling her eyes. And Layla is about as good as anybody I've met who's doing that. We love you, Layla. Thank you for letting us have Justin, probably more than we should, but thank you for that. All right, so let's get into some of the other folks. Dustin Goodwin, he was in the room where it happened when I had the idea for this. Big Red, come on up. Kent Barton, obviously, we've met him. He's the founder of the ETHDenver meetup. Corey Ditch, hopefully he made it. He was one of the founders of the original meetup as well. Jess Angel, essentially one of our artists in residence. She is responsible for the entire experiential art that you see and witness out here. So when it comes to all of that, thank you, Jess. Russell Castanero. Where's Russ? He is now my chief of staff, amongst other things. Russell. There he is. Come on. Oh, get your ass up here, dude. Sergio, come on up, dude. Where's he at? So Sergio, I have the original text message from Sergio when he sent me the original prototype for the Bufficorn in November of 2017. Fast forward, and now he's pretty much crypto famous. Like, everybody knows who he is. He's signing his BBB NFTs in Bufficorn Biddle Brigade Lounge this weekend. And, you know, pretty much you can thank him and Jess for putting together the art for the community. Thanks, guys. Will Morgan, Eddie Pastor, Yev Muchnick, Reese Lindmark, Dmitry Buterin, Vitalik Buterin, Matt Lockyer, unfortunately is not here. Austin Griffith, is he here? Come on up, Austin, buddy. So I was chatting up Austin about doing the burner wallet after he showed me the prototype in like 2018. And I'm like, dude, we got to do that for food trucks. And fast forward, and you know, pretty much we're using still a lot of the tech that he pioneered. In fact, a little unknown story, Austin was wearing a suit and a bow tie to ETHDenver 2018. And it was so cute because he's born in Wyoming, comes down, he's all proper, you know, he's dressed up for the conference. Now you couldn't get him to wear a suit if it's the last thing that happened. Bow ties, though, that's different. David Moak, Austin Wright, Bass Bruincool. Did he make it down? Bass is our COO. I don't see him. He's probably working. Steve Sampson, probably working with Bass. And Mr. Jonathan Mann. All right, I do want to make a special call out here to a particular individual that pretty much YOLO'd into supporting ETHDenver in the very beginning. Nobody knew who the hell I was or gave a shit about what I had to say back then, and I was just running around talking all this Ethereum stuff going, we should do a hackathon and in Denver in February, and we're going to bring everybody to it. So the insanity of that on its face is pretty thick, and so I made a few phone calls, had some introductions, and the first yes that I got for supporting the event from a sponsorship standpoint was from Consensus. And I had a call personally with Joe. This is probably, oh gosh, I don't know, summer of 2017. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you want to do a hackathon? Yeah. Yeah, of course, we'll help you. And I was like, that was too easy. But then when you get to know Joe and you understand all of the investments that he's made into the space, ETHDenver, along with a lot of other things without his early support, probably wouldn't have happened. So, Joe Lubin is being inducted into the Bluff Club. So, pretty wild stuff. This group right here is the absolute core, the meat and potatoes, if you will, of the ETHDenver soul, the Biddle spirit. And I'm getting emotional. Love you too. I don't ever get verklempt. I don't. This means a lot to me, guys, and all we ever wanted to do is open a big tent and give you all the opportunity to come and express yourselves in a way that's meaningful for you. You'll notice we don't charge you tickets. We don't ask for a lot from you. Whether you do or you don't, it's up to you. But the love that comes with this and the sincerity that comes with this is second to none. So thank you guys for being here and supporting everything.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome. Love you guys. Okay. So I'll go ahead and excuse you guys off the stage. Your tickets have been upgraded appropriately. You have.
Well done.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brother.
You made it.
Steve Sampson, everybody.
At the buzzer.
He made it. All right, Justin, why don't you say a few things? This is the man of few words. He hates being on stage, for context. He never wants to be up here, and he's like, you just do it, dude. You're like good at that. And I'm like, well, they want to hear from you.
Yeah, I mean, didn't know I was going to grab this mic right now, so no. But I will say that just seeing everything that's come out of this event, there's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm usually catatonic at this point. I can, hardly speak after 5 days of no sleep or so. So it's nice to finally get this to kind of a polished place. I hope you guys like all the upgrades from last year to this year and kind of how things have come along. But what kind of, I think, drives me forward is seeing all the people showing up, connecting with one another. And it's like in those darkest moments in the middle of the night, like, oh, this is terrible. I show up, after 1 hour of sleep and I go, okay, it was all worth it. So and I'd also say just seeing what's built out of this event, each of the projects, seeing the people come together, it's just that's the inspiration that even when it was really hard to keep going on, that kept me going. So yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Love you, brother. Love you, dude. All right. Well, now the next thing in the plan of things here is actually more me. But instead of talking about ETHDenver, we're going to talk about my day job. So I'm going to get this going here. And I'm going to do a quick costume change. Is that okay? I'm not going to take off my shirt. We don't want that. Hang on.
All right, so hopefully that comes up here shortly. Stop it. It worked. Look at that. Okay, so my day job. So I don't actually do this full time. It's a full-time commitment, but I pretty much have 2 jobs. So who's heard of Opolis? Probably a lot of people haven't. So we've been on stage since 2018. This is me in 2018 announcing Opolis as a project. So we have a little saying at Opolis that we play the long game, and I've been talking about the concept of decentralized employment since 2005. I've been through 3 startups on the journey to try to do it, and Opolis is actually finally it. So we're going to go through just a little bit of our progress here. We had an idea at 2018. In fact, I had pitched it to Joe Lubin, and he's like, that's a really smart idea. You need to pull on that. And I've been working on the concept for probably 2 years up to that point, and it took us another 2 years to actually get to product beta launch. So we launched it in 2020, and we've now grown to where we're doing over $50 million a year in payroll. Yes, we have a stable platform. We don't have these weird spikes like you see in crypto, but basically, we've grown our community significantly, and we've got a very solid base of folks. Now, we are also expanding into Web 2 as a bridge to get people into Web 3. So as part of your payroll, you can take crypto as part of your paycheck. You can do all sorts of things. Our rewards tokens are all based on ERC20. I mean, it's a community token called Work. We did release a white paper on, if people are curious about the concept of Colorado DAOs. We pioneered the idea of the Colorado DAO becoming a digital cooperative. So we use a LCA framework. In fact, my co-author, Hannah, sitting right over here, we just released that. There should have been a QR code right there, but there's not, so we'll just skip it for now. We're also going to announce a partnership today with BrainTrust. So BrainTrust is essentially a Web3 job board. They also have a lot of clients in Web 2. They have a huge community of independent workers, and we're now in partnership with BrainTrust. So thanks to Grady and the team over there. In the fall, we launched a partnership with Freelancers Union for distribution. So if you don't know Freelancers Union, they're the world's largest advocacy membership group for independent workers. And they happen to be out of New York City, and we now have a partnership with them. So we're growing our, not just Web3 presence, which we have a whole list of partners like this, but we're now expanding into Web 2. And people are adopting a lot of the principles of Web 3, self-sovereignty, privacy, data ownership. We're now doing this with employment, so we're giving them the entire package of their ability to own their own portable employment. So the concepts of Web 3 exist not just in the technology, but in the framework. So this is why this is a very, very important bridge tool. We have our growth incentives where we do our long-term, short-term, gamified rewards. We're actually now offering for anybody who makes a referral as long as you're a member of the community, which it's really low bar to do that, you make 12 to 15% in revenue share in perpetuity. So you can actually earn cash in the short term, and then you also earn the work tokens for making those referrals. And as we grow the community, those distributions get made as each 10% that we grow. We have world-class supporters and investors. I don't know if the Greenfield team made it this morning. I know they were out doing a few things. But we're very grateful to Felix and the crew over there. We've also got support from the Near Foundation, Polygon, Tim Draper's firm, Draper Associates. So there's both Web 2 and Web 3 appeal to this product because everybody needs to do payroll. So it's kind of a Trojan horse. And we are, if you're interested in talking to me about this, we do have an extension to our investment round from last year that's going to be opening here at ETHDenver. So as I mentioned, the killer app, we talk a lot around the ETHDenver circles around, well, what's going to be the adoption curve? How are we going to get the next, we all talk about it. Oh, it's the next million, next billion people in crypto. Well, let's get to 200 million or something first.
before we start talking about 1 billion, and even that's a lot. So like, how are we going to get real people to use the tools that we're building with? If you notice, UI, UX, and Web3 is still pretty bad. So I think it's apps like Opolis that are going to be providing the rails for people to take that risk without even knowing they're using Web3 tools. It'll feel a lot like we do when we use HTTPS or TCP/IP. Like, we don't talk about the protocols we use for the internet. Why are we going to talk about the L2 that we're using? We're not going to talk about it. Chain abstraction is becoming a big topic, and you're going to see the re-rise of applications like Opolis that have practical use cases where people can actually adopt these things without even having to be very familiar with the tools. All right, so it's going to be my turn now to introduce my friend and our Colorado leader here. Have you seen my slide here, Jared? I don't know if Governor Polis. So he did a jingle around the holiday time and got a lot of shit for it online, and I texted him. I'm like, that was awesome. That was so awesome. But I have to say, he tells everybody that Opolis was really just Opolis. And I'm just like, this is my way of saying, nah, not really. But I'll let you think that. So come visit the Opolis QR code. See, there it is. He's got it. You can scan that, and you can go check out the Opolis information if you'd like. We've got our booth in downtown, booth 413. Awesome swag, massage chairs, pretty fun. The t-shirts are fantastic. We actually have blue ones like this year. So come check it out. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the microphone to our next guest. Governor Jared Polis is a big supporter of our community. Justin, do you have a spork, please? So one inductee that I didn't mention in the Bluff Club is Governor Polis. So he has been a stalwart supporter of ETHDenver and the blockchain innovation community here in Colorado. He's a pragmatist when it comes to technologies and innovation and understanding the power of that economic engine. So we're very grateful to him for that. So Governor, please accept your golden spork. It's numbered.
That's cool.
And it's on the end down here.
How much can I get for it on eBay?
Well, it's NFT as well. So
on NFT. There's NFT with it?
Yeah, so probably a lot. There's only 300, very scarce. But that'll be very sad.
I will treasure it. I will treasure it. I might use it to eat, actually.
Yeah, let's give you that.
Okay. Oh, is it on?
It should be now.
Hello, hello. Hi. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you, Governor, for coming.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good to see you. And I'll see you after the chat.
Hey, great to see you. Thanks for the kind introduction. Don't worry, I'm not going to be selling that spork anytime soon. I treasure it. Welcome to ETHDenver 2024. This is the 7th annual ETHDenver. I have spoken at 4 of them by my count, and I am so thrilled on behalf of the state of Colorado to welcome all of you to Colorado today. How many of you are visiting our state from somewhere for this conference? The majority. Thank you to our great visitors and to our Coloradans. Let's show our Colorado hospitality and make sure everybody has a good time. I do hope, as governor, in addition to ETHDenver, that you get out and explore our great state, maybe hit the slopes if you ski, enjoy our mountains, the cultural attractions of Denver, stay a few extra days, extend your trip in addition to this incredible conference. We hope you enjoy our state. We often refer to this site that you're at as the National Western Complex, but this week we refer to it as the Sport Castle and Biddle Hop. So it's kind of new and new to the area here. I'm proudly wearing my Buffacorn socks today, which I got a few years ago at ETHDenver. And I want to thank everybody who made this event possible. It takes a lot of work. There's really no better place to celebrate the exciting opportunities of emerging technologies in blockchain and Web3. No better place than right here in Colorado and in the Western Stock Show Complex, kind of embodying that Western spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship and thinking differently and breaking down barriers. in Colorado, we're proud that we foster an ecosystem of creativity and innovation to help make sure people can thrive. And we also, if you've noticed, crypto winter is over, crypto spring is here, and spring is here. It's beautiful outside, warm and sunny. I think it's 60 degrees today. Enjoy our beautiful Colorado weather. Before I was in public service, I was an entrepreneur, started a number of companies, ProFlowers, BlueMountain.com, co-founded Techstars, and I'm really excited by all of you and who are founders and co-founders and co-op founders and shared founders of exciting deployments on the blockchain. And really, I'm excited to continue that work. When I was in Congress, I founded the Blockchain Caucus, which was main mission was to explain to my colleagues in Congress what the blockchain is. But we're really trying to lead and be a crypto-forward state in Colorado. We're one of the first states to now accept payments in crypto for taxes, for driver's license. We are fully engaged in expanding opportunities for people to interact with the state financially when needed with crypto. And we know that blockchain technology has great potential to solve many of the great challenges of our time. And we're leaning into that as a state with Colorado Digital Services. We're one of the first states with a chief blockchain architect, and we've launched a Colorado app. And we were here in 2021, actually, right at ETHDenver, we launched the Colorado Jam Incubator to foster homegrown blockchain and Web3 projects. And through our Office of Information Technology, we awarded 17 bounty winners for solving some of our state challenges. So look, we're excited by the work you're doing, really that next Wild West frontier of innovation, all the human potential that you unlocked in shared collaboration. And we are excited to partner with you as a state. When I look to the future of Colorado, the future of America, the future of the world, I'm fundamentally optimistic that we will find the solutions we need to the challenges that we face. And the promise of open source technology and crypto and blockchain are a powerful mechanism to fundamentally do what ETHDenver does, which is bring people together to find solutions. And of course, bringing people together doesn't only mean physically like it does here at the conference, it also means connected through ties and through blockchain technologies that enable new forms of collaboration that can augment and even replace conventional forms of ways that people have come together through corporations or other kinds of entities over the last few centuries. I want to wish ETHDenver a successful 7th anniversary. I also want to wish everybody a happy Leap Day, February 29th. Any leaplings here, birthdays? Any birthdays today? 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds. Well, anyway, it's a special day, so it's found time. Let's make the most of it here at ETHDenver and make sure that ETHDenver's next 7 years are even more amazing than its last 7 years. Welcome to Colorado, everybody, and let the ETHDenver fun begin.
The governor, everybody, the governor of Colorado. Holy cow. What's going on? Up next, we have the CEO and founder of Matter Labs, as well as the inventor, holy shit, the inventor of ZK Sync, Alex Rutkowski. Come on up, man. He's going to plug his thing in. And Leap Day. I was thinking about how it's Song-A-Day's 4th Leap Day, I think. 2012. That's so many Leap Days. I've been doing this a long time. That's too many. I'm pretty sure every Leap Day I've done a song about Leap Day. So I should probably do a song about Leap Day today, but it's probably just going to be about crypto. Here he is.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm really, really excited to be here at Denver again. The journey of Matter Labs actually started at Denver. That was when we had our first conversations before even founding the company. Okay, so you can see on the screen. So I'm going to talk about one of the hottest topics of this year. I hope you are all as excited about it as I am. That is going to be ZK. And we're going to talk why ZK is the end game for blockchains. So this year, Ethereum is turning 9 years old. And do you know, or maybe remember, how the web looked like when it was 9 years old? It was scammy, cumbersome to use, and pretty slow. You maybe remember this sound of the modem. So, does this sound familiar? Good. All of that gradually improved. And we got to the place where we are today with convenience, with UX, speed, all of that. But there was one particular transformative invention that was necessary to move our lives online. And that was, to explain what it was, like you have to think about the internet. Like what is the internet? It's a network of many servers. It cannot run on a single server. Right? It's a collection of a large number of heterogeneous systems owned, operated, and maintained by completely different people who do not trust each other, do not know each other, cannot verify each other's like credentials, whatever, like different countries, all of that. And to interoperate, those systems needed to rely on integrity of communication. Like this is very important, integrity of communication, right? So like when I send a message from like an email from Europe to the US or like from from Europe to Japan, it will be routed through many servers and routers on the way, through Russia, through like Eastern Europe, through like Asia and so on. But I don't have to trust those people. I should not have to worry that like any of them can intercept this email and replace it with something else and kind of like give themselves for me. So you need this integrity of communication, like holistic, not uncorruptedness, if you want. And it came with HTTPS, as TLS, SSL, whatever you call it, right? The encryption standard, which provided privacy, but more importantly, it provided this authenticity. That point-to-point communication, any system can basically talk to each other and decide who they want to trust and not be like forced into some trust assumptions. Coming back to Web3, today it's quite unsafe. You can lose all your money by doing one wrong click. It's very inconvenient for most people. It's still pretty slow. But all of that is improving. What is really important is just like the internet cannot run on a single server, this new internet of value, the Web3, cannot run on a single monolithic system. I think it should be obvious. Like just like from the physical perspective, like you cannot, you don't run all of the websites on one single, like even on one single data center. And you should not care about the data, the state of everyone else, right? Like it should be a collection of completely decentralized systems that are owned and operated by different entities, different communities, with different degrees of trust to each other. All of that must be completely distributed. But then we run into a problem, because imagine this perfect multi-chain world. Like how should it look like? It would be something like, you have thousands of permissionless chains. Anyone can deploy their own chain. Anyone can launch their community, maybe a token, maybe something's like centralized, maybe integrated with the real-world systems, whatever. And any user of any of those chains should be able to interact with any other user, any other application, any other smart contract on any of those. Right? On the internet, you're not like if you have a Gmail account, it does not mean that you can only browse Google, right? You can browse anything. You can connect to any system. You can just send email to anyone else on any other domain, not bound to your own ecosystem. The same should be true here, and it should be very convenient and very fast, like basically one click, 1 cent, 1 second, any interaction happens. The problem is, if you approach it in a naive way, you will not either have trustlessness or scalability. Because like if you want trustlessness, it would mean you have to opt into don't trust, verify maxima, which we all know from Bitcoin, and which still holds. But what does it mean? Like can you, you as a user, can you verify all of the millions of transactions on all the servers, everywhere, all the millions, billions of people who transact like in China, in Southeast Asia, in LATAM, US, Europe, everywhere. Like you should not be like verifying all of that. You should not be caring of their state. You should not even know what they're doing there, right? But how do you then get to trustlessness? How do you extend this trust? How do we get to this like, TLS, HTTPS, SSL moment? And we need a transformative innovation once again, which is the ZK. Because ZK, zero knowledge proofs, or better to call them like proofs of computational integrity, are the cryptographic primitives or protocols that enable integrity of computation. Just like SSL enabled integrity of communication, for blockchains it's not enough, because we're not just scaling, they are not just talking to each other, they are sending value. This value is programmatic money. It's like, it's state, it's computable, it's a global computer, a distributed global computer. So you need to prove this integrity of computation. And today, this is only possible with zero-knowledge proofs, and it's possible at arbitrary scale. So if EVM today is the HTTP of the Web3, the ZK is the HTTPS of Web3. How exactly it will enable limitless, infinite scalability? Through recursion. This is, like, most of your developers here are familiar with this concept. ZK technologies, like ZK protocols today we reached the maturity a couple of years ago where we can recursively verify other proofs. What this means is, let's start with a simple transaction. It's a small piece of computation. We can generate a zero-knowledge proofs that gives you like 1 kilobyte of data, which you can easily check and be sure that, like, okay, it was computed correctly. You don't have to re-verify the execution itself. Now we can take many transactions. We generate the proofs of them. We recursively combine them. Then, I mean, you can do it at one step in a limited number of proofs combined together, but you can repeat this process recursively as long as you want. And so you get the proof of proofs, until you get one final proof which testifies of the integrity of like arbitrary amount of computation transactions data. And then you pack it in a block, and you have a proof of a block. And then you have blocks from many different chains that you can aggregate together in recursive proof. And then you repeat this process until you get one single proof which verifies them all and can attest to the integrity of computations of like all transactions in the world without them having to trust each other, to cooperate, to like arrange things. Then you put it on Ethereum, the most decentralized, the most secure, the most resilient settlement layer in the world. The Ethereum verifies it. You have your state now settled on a smart contract. And then we can do one more magical step. We can generate the proof of Ethereum block itself. This is already feasible. Like last year's breakthroughs made this feasible. We're getting there. And then you take this proof and you send it to a smartphone. And you turn like basically every mobile wallet of Ethereum into a full node of Ethereum. We're going from 100,000 nodes to like 1 billion nodes. Like every single telephone will be verifying Ethereum blocks and guaranteeing the integrity of correctness of all blocks from Genesis. And from not only for all blocks from Ethereum, all the blocks of all these chains that settle on Ethereum that can have this seamless, trustless, cheap, fast interoperability between each other. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the ZK singularity. One single proof to rule them all. And this is happening this year. 2024 is going to be the year of ZK. Like all of that, all what I described is going to become reality. And now it's time to build in ZK. And I invite you to participate in the ZK Quest. Check out the booth. It's pretty fun, and it has guaranteed pretty cool rewards with swag and with some ETH. Try it out, and thank you.
Thank you, Alex. How's everybody doing? Is everybody feeling okay? Yeah, I know. We're doing this. We're about halfway through. We got Russell coming on right now to talk about Buffercorn Ventures, the venture arm of this entire thing. Then I'm going to do a song. Then we have some more speakers. So please stick around. Here's Russell.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Russell. This is my third time coming up to talk about Buffercorn Ventures. A year ago, I have to plug in here. A year ago, or the first year, I should say, I was actually still working at the government, the Office of Information Technology here in Colorado, and Buffercorn Ventures came out of that. Let's see, there we go. Buffercorn Ventures. Of course, we have King Buffy, who is Buffercorn Ventures, our wonderful character spirit animal. He's now diving because of the theme that we have for Under the Sea. you can see there's a lot of different things going on with Bufficorn Ventures. And what I want to tell you is, in case you don't know why we actually have it, the whole idea behind Bufficorn Ventures is when you have amazing companies coming out like 1inch, these unicorns that come out of ETHDenver, it's silly for us not to have a community, which is SporkDAO, and a venture firm, a venture capital arm that will help companies become the next unicorn. And so we really do fundamentally believe that the next unicorn will come from ETHDenver, and BV will be there to help them find their way. There are a number of different events. The Bufficorn Ventures Lounge is behind the BBB Lounge. Those of you who know, you know. Those of you who don't, now you know. It's restricted access. You have to have access. You have to be invited to one of our events, or be an investor in BV, or be a company, or come with one of the portfolio companies that we have. And it is a really cool place. So if you are an investor, come see me. I can give you a one-time pass, or you can come visit us for the introduction to BV, which there's one today and there's one tomorrow. What I'm really excited about this year is that we have the Buffett Tank Pitch Fest on Sunday. And last year we had the running season and Pitch Fest inside Bufficorn Ventures Lounge, which was great. It was intimate. We were all drinking really good tequila, but it really didn't get out there quite as much. So before the hackathon winners are announced on Sunday, we will be on the main stage with hackathon teams, many of whom are waiting anxiously to find out if they've made the cut to be presenting on Sunday morning. If those are you, I apologize. You'll be getting emails today. But come and see us right before the closing ceremonies and the announcements on Sunday. Our portfolio companies, you can see a bunch of them up here. We're really excited, as Governor Polis said. We're coming out of Crypto Winter and Crypto Spring, and we already had 6 of them present on, I believe it was on the 26th, on Monday, in the Biddle Hub, and there will be a lot more opportunities to see more from these, and for your startup to be one of the next BV portfolio companies. Once again, I'm Russell Castanero, russell@ethdenver.com. Contact me if you want to find out any more. Thank you very much. Danny Deer. Oh, here you go. Okay. So we have a song. I'm sorry. I got out of sequence. Sure.
Another song. Still nothing? Boo. Okay. Boo to myself. I got it, thank you. Can you hear that? Okay. We're about halfway through, everyone. So I'm going to try to liven things up with this song. As I said, now that the governor's gone, as I said, I got in trouble last year for swearing. But also, John asked me to make a song called LFG. So this is my attempt to carry that through. How's everybody feeling, okay? Can you hear that? That's good. Okay, this is called LFG. Degens, builders, protocol guilders, lawyers, founders, DeFi users. Airdrop hunters, solo stakers, artists, hodlers, crypto haters. We got those. Influencers and podcasters, NFT, MEV extractors. Let's fucking go. 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 On-chain maxi super sleuthers, educators and researchers. Thinking about Dom, regens and farcasters, PR pullers and meme masters. Node runners and relayers, a song a day and Moloch slayers. Let's fucking go. 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 Do 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 do. Can I hear you guys do that with me one time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Snipers, hackers, normies, fudders, scammers, hucksters, liars, abusers, domain squatters, winners, losers, IRSers, tax attorneys, bot farmers, data miners, SEC rug, shitcoin pullers. DAO contributors, mercenaries, governors, poolers, shippers, bufficorns, spork whales, reply guys, coders, voters, speculators, and shit posters. We got those. Discord mods, investigators, true believers, and sex workers. Sex work is work. Galaxy brains all around, every single one of us in a DAO. Get ready, let's fucking go. 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 It's all of us in the old rat race, but fucking A, I love this place. Let's fucking go, yeah. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Do 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 do. Thank you very much. Okay. I gotta look at my thing. Who's next? Diego? Is Diego next? Or Danny? Is Danny next? Okay. Danny, Osario, and Zach and June et al. For the decentralized content creation. Here they are.
Awesome, thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Danny Osorio. I'm an early stage investor at MetaWeb Ventures during the day, and I moonlight as the meta curator for ETHDenver. And I like to say that I'm the meta curator because this is not a one-woman show. It is actually a labor of love of an entire community that comes together. Each year, we've been trying to decentralize a little further, following Vitalik's principles of progressive decentralization, and perhaps Aya's theory of subtraction, so that one day, all I do is party. But we're really excited to welcome you to ETHDenver. We have 6 stages running for you all weekend. We have 3 here in the Sport Castle, 3 more in the Biddle Hub. There is content all day from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. There's also impromptu breakouts, keynotes, workshops, you name it, someone's talking about it. We have over 500 speakers here this year. We had over 1,800 speaker submissions, which probably is over 3,000 different speakers that applied. And alongside the rest of the content team, we read every single submission that came in. And nearly 50 people worked on the content team to make this happen. And I use the term work very lightly because actually there are no full-time workers or employees in the content team. So most of us are volunteers, and even the operations and PR people, you know, this is only a little tiny piece of their real jobs, and they drop everything for 2 or so months of the year and come in and help us. So I wanted to extend a really, really special thanks to everyone who worked on the content team. A special thanks to Zach Seward and June Wong, who are our really amazing rockstar curators this year. And special thanks to Samantha Yap, who kept the ship running even while she was having her second baby. Oh, no, her first baby. Sorry, Otto. First baby. Also incredible huge thanks to our 35+ expert community reviewers and curators who are all incredible OGs, co-founders of top projects and huge personalities in the space who all were willing to come and volunteer and donate a little piece or many, many nights of their time to come put together this incredible programming for you. So with that, I would like to say, oh, where did that go? Okay, with that, I'd like to say, please, content team, to the stage. Thank you so much. We have a little present for you. Yeah, can you turn the back one? We have a little present for you. So let's go. We have some really cute plushies because you guys are the original spork whales, really. And we're also going to be gifting you all an NFT for the Buffercorn Club. Let's go. Thank you, everyone. Let's give them a big hand. And Josh, our treasurer, is the one who's going to drop the NFT plushie. Sorry, the NFT Buffercorns. Yeah, of course there's an NFT. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Fantastic. Well, we encourage you to explore, listen to a lot of talks, and if you see one of these guys holding a plushie, give them a high five. Thank you. Yeah.
Woo! Everyone gets a plushie. My daughter was killing me yesterday for one of these, and John gave me one, so I'm very happy. Okay, next up. Oh, here we go. Hello, I'm here with my plushie. Who do we have? Okay, we're going out of order. We have, next up, Johan and AJ from Arbitrum. Arbitrum is here, everybody. Another L2. Where are they? Johan and AJ. Off-Chain Labs and Robinhood. I don't know there was a Robinhood connection. Ooh, intriguing. Yeah, go for it. Maybe just close that one and just put it on top. Let's do that. Yeah, and then here you go. You want this one?
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm AJ Warner, Chief Strategy Officer at Off-Chain Labs, the initial developers of the Arbitrum protocol. If you want to just.
Hey, I'm John. I'm the General Manager for Robinhood Crypto.
So we're very excited in the Arbitrum ecosystem to be partnering and working together with Robinhood Wallet. As crypto becomes more mainstream and gets more adoption, working with one of the largest trading platforms in the world as they continue their journey into Web3 and into crypto, it's an extremely exciting time and opportunity. So, Johan, why is Robinhood so interested in crypto?
I think maybe we will start a bit by giving a bit of a history lesson, right? Like we launched in 2018. Initially, that was just a small platform that was just supporting Bitcoin and Ethereum. Since then, we became one of the most major platform in the US, and we wanted to bring our customers into the Web3 world, and so that's why we've been launching the Robinhood wallets a year ago. Since then, we are available in 140 plus countries. We have hundreds of thousands of people that downloaded the app. And yeah, we are really excited to do more on this. When we talk to customers, the biggest pain point that they have is understanding how to get into the Web3 world. Crypto has been made by engineer for engineer, like I'm one of them. And we forgot a bit about UX and UI. And so we are really excited that when customers get into the wallet, they can keep using the same kind of UX and UI that they are used to, and safely access the Web3 world and everything that we have there. Maybe tell us a bit about Arbitrum. Like, I'm not sure if everyone knows it. Obviously, I think they do, but tell me more.
Yeah, so Arbitrum, for those that aren't familiar, is the #1 layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. So if you ever used Ethereum, the first thing you'll notice is that it's extremely expensive in terms of gas fees to use. Transactions will be from $10 to $100. And that's by design because security and decentralization costs money and is expensive. But Arbitrum is a layer 2, and essentially it batches transactions to Ethereum. And about 50% of the market share, it lives on Arbitrum. There's billions of dollars of liquidity, hundreds of apps. Basically every major and popular application that lives in the Ethereum ecosystem has deployed onto Arbitrum. And it's really at the forefront of the user experience of bringing people on-chain. And that's across DeFi, NFTs, gaming, and we're really excited to see sort of Arbitrum's continued growth and maturity from sort of a technical product that launched around 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I love to do the most is talk to customers, and what we realize is people get extremely frustrated when they get into the space because they have to convert their fiat into crypto, and then if they want to buy an NFT, let's say, they have to go into a wallet, then they pay a fee, and then they have to pay the transaction fee, and the experience is not just great. And at this point, when we talk to customers, that was the biggest pain point for them to get more into that space. And we are really excited about this partnership because we think that we can actually really improve all of this. Like, customers will be able to have very low transaction fees, fast as well. We will be able to use also all the liquidity that is available in Arbitrum, and I think that's a game changer for our customers.
So Johan, maybe let's tell the crowd what is the partnership? What's going to happen?
Right. So starting now, actually, if you use a Robin wallet, you can now natively swaps and on Arbitrum, and on top of that, in the future we're going to launch cross-chain swaps, and we'll be able to also have a lot more marketing and campaigns and events that we are excited about. And I think that to be able to be available natively is going to be a game changer. We don't want people to get lost into the dApps, connecting, bridging, all these things. They will be able to do that straight from the wallet, and I think that's going to be a big change.
And why Arbitrum? Why did you guys choose to work with us?
I think what we are looking for is low cost. We really want to give the most value to our customers. We want security, and gas fees are great, right? They help protect the Ethereum network, but at the end of the day, for a customer, it's actually pretty painful. So we think with Arbitrum, they have the highest LTV at this point. The liquidity is great. The functionalities are going to be amazing. So we're really excited about this.
Yeah, the Arbitrum ecosystem, for those that aren't familiar, is particularly known for liquidity and DeFi. A lot of applications, they choose to launch on Arbitrum first, even if they continue their venture beyond the Arbitrum ecosystem after. And the reason for that is the liquidity. For some context, just to put some numbers to that, there's about 1.6 million ETH that lives in the Arbitrum bridge. It's about $5 billion in liquidity, and about almost $2 billion in Tether, and over almost $1.5 billion in USDC. So you really have stablecoin ETH, obviously native tokens, deep liquidity that's available for traders, and that flows to applications and users, and it just makes for a really great trading experience on top of sort of the snappy experience of using the Arbitrum technology generally. So Johan, why should people be excited about this? Finish us off here with what we can see with the swaps.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we would love to get your feedback. So, take a spin with a wallet, try it out, use the swap on Arbitrum, and tell us what you think. We're already excited to put it in the hand of our customers, and we're excited for cross-chain in the future. I think that's also going to be a big help function to simplify the experience for our customers. And yeah, we're excited to do that with you guys.
Yeah, we're really excited too. It's a great partnership, so
all right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Arbitrum. Give it up for Arbitrum, everybody, and Robinhood. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah, take your computer. That's good. Thanks. Okay. Next up, we have StarkNet Foundation. Diego is going to talk to you, but I've been instructed to try to show you a video first. Allow accessory to connect. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if it works. tech problems. Is that? Oh, Decimator. Yes, it's called Decimator. He said the word Decimator back then. I was like, what are you talking about? But it's the name of the thing you have to select in here. Yeah. OK, is it showing up? All right. Do we have audio? No. OK.
Well, hello, everyone. There we go. Oh, the other side. Great. Well, hope you've been having an awesome start of ETHDenver. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm Diego Oliva, CEO of the StarkNet Foundation, and I'm even more happy to be sharing this exciting and really remarkable journey of Ethereum. So happy to be here and really glad to be here to share a little bit more about StarkNet. As many of you may know, StarkNet is one of the leading L2s and the leading CK rollup. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the StarkNet Foundation. At its core, the foundation, it's all about backing innovation. It's all about us supporting and propelling research, development, and the growth of StarkNet. And igniting also the adoption of StarkNet requires a lot of engagement and empowerment of the community. And this month has been a very, very special, important month for us, especially when it comes to communities' empowerment and participation. Last week, we announced our StarkNet provisions and distributed about over 700 million tokens to 1.3 million addresses, which is the biggest distribution of its kind ever. And we're really, really excited about that. But Stark, after all, is much more than a token. Stark is really now a testament of all the work that all of you in the community have done to get us to this place we are at now. This is really a celebration of the community. Everyone from Ethereum builders and stakers, StarkX, one of our first products, StarkX users, open source developers, and of course our beloved StarkNet developers, users, and community. This moment, this celebration is really an important milestone of all of you. So thank you very much for everything you do and for being part of the StarkNet journey. So this is a celebration for you. Thank you very much. And yes, and now, well, we have, well, it all started with a very powerful and ambitious vision of Eli Ben-Sasson, one of our co-founders, and who is not only the co-inventor of Starkware and StarkNet, but also the co-inventor of Starks, of Fry, and also Zcash. So someone that has contributed enormously to Ethereum and blockchain overall. And now, after a lot of work, we've gotten to this point, this milestone that is in our path to decentralization. But what's next? What is next? Well, the most exciting thing is that it's up to you. The community is our cornerstone of what StarkNet is all about, and we need your participation to make sure that StarkNet becomes and remains fully decentralized, that we continue to innovate, that it is community-driven, and most importantly, that together we're able to build incredible products that have a really impactful and meaningful, a very meaningful impact in people's lives. And I feel that that's what we are all of us are all about, getting to that point where we can actually contribute to making well, the internet, but the world overall, a better place. And for that, well, we need you builders, users, community at large. It's all about the effort. And I'm really happy and excited to embrace this mission we're on. And I invite all of you to take part of StartNet. We have a lot of programs for developers, from young developers to bigger teams to large teams, and everything from hacker houses and many, many other things that we do to support the community. And please come and visit us on our website, play with our great applications that we have already. We have very exciting things happening in all verticals, particularly on-chain gaming, amazing things that you can do with our technology, DeFi, also arguably some of the best DeFi protocols out there, and many other things, including really great projects around AI and blockchain, and many, many more things. So please come and join us and help us achieve this vision and mission. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of ETHDenver. Thank you.
Thank you, Diego. All right, moving things along. Next up, we have Raj from Zebu. Raj from Zebu. I'm going to plug this in and hand this to Raj.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing morning, because I know I am. I'm absolutely ecstatic to be surrounded by some of the greatest minds, builders, innovators, and entrepreneurs our industry has to offer. And all thanks to ETHDenver, we have been able to do so at the same place, at the same time. All here collaborating and ideating a future where we can augment decentralization and blockchain technology as a whole, to the point where it's a core component of our everyday lives. And most importantly, solving real-world problems, which is what we are all about at Zebu. And in order to signify this exact pursuit, under Zebu Labs, we have allocated 1 billion tokens to grow decentralization and blockchain technology as a whole. And at this event, out of this 1 billion tokens, we are allocating $2 million as an investment fund, specifically catered towards ETHDenver. Now, you may ask, why, what's the point, and who is eligible? So let me start off with what we have done in our phase 1 at Zebu and how the entire idea came together. At Zebu, we looked at TradFi and saw all of the inefficiencies that were created by traditional banking systems, traditional lenders, store of value, and value transfer mechanisms. And we took decentralization and blockchain technology in order to diminish those exact inefficiencies. So ever since our launch, about 5.5 months ago, we have onboarded close to 100 businesses and done $987 million in transactions on our platform. These businesses used to spend 72 hours in immersed markets and 5 to 6 days in unimmersed markets, simply to transfer value cross borders. And with Zebu, they are able to do that within 7 to 10 minutes today. That is the pursuit we're in. Taking decentralization and blockchain technology and solving real-world problems. Now, during this journey, we understood that startups and institutions targeting inefficiencies created by TradFi struggle with one thing, which is liquidity. Low access to liquidity, having to provision liquidity themselves. Most service providers don't want to come out with their own native token, and it's very difficult to create working capital in stablecoin. Which is why at Zebu, in our phase 2, we have created a decentralized liquidity engine in order to not just fuel Zebu's commercial operations, but also any aspiring startup that wants to take TradFi problems and solve them with DeFi. Now, as far as who's eligible, today we're inviting anyone with an idea, any team, any startup that already has operations, has an idea on paper, or simply wants to solve problems. We want you guys to submit your applications to Zebu, where you can go scan that QR code, go to our website, join our socials, and we would assess what you're all about. And if you are trying to solve the same problems we are, we would love to have you build on top of our liquidity engine. Because at Zebu, we are pursuing innovation and decentralization in order to solve TradFi inefficiencies using DeFi. I'm very, very excited to talk to each and every one of you that is interested in collaborating with us and working with us in this exact pursuit. I hope you have an amazing rest of the event. I look forward to seeing your applications. Please go to our table in the dev pit or go to our website, join our socials, follow our community. Thank you. I hope you have the amazing rest of the event.
Thank you, Raj. Woo! Look at your computer. And next up, we have Kevin and crew from here. And they're going to tell us all about the different quests that you can complete while here to get things and do stuff. So I'm going to hand it off to Kevin, and I'm going to plug in his computer like this. Here we go.
Yay, yay. Hi, I'm Kevin, the lead tech steward from ETHDenver. I'm going to start this off by saying yo, GMO, and thanks for coming. I was asked to give a talk about all the activations that we're doing this year, all the things that we did. And as I was making my slides, I realized it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about us, the community of communities. So I really wanted to bring the teams that really set up all the activations to talk about what they did, how it works, because you can see it in the passion in their eyes that they're jazzed. So they need to tell the story. So without ado, let's hit it up.
Thanks, Kevin. So, hey everyone, I'm Ryan, the founder of IYK, and in collaboration with Summon, ZK Sync, Clave, and a bunch of other folks, we've designed this questing experience that you can access straight from your badge. And so each badge actually has an NFC chip in it, and so if you just wake your iPhone or unlock your Android phone and hover it over the tag, you'll be able to register and participate in a questing experience by tapping different people's badges, visiting different booths, and unlock prizes with those quests, like this jacket here, this hat, this shirt, and a bunch of other stuff that you can redeem at the Biddle shop next to the entrance. So, yes, absolutely.
So I think what's like what Kevin was saying about the communities, like I've been going to ETHDenver since 2018, and we really like dog food our own technology. So I don't know if you've like been to previous ETHDenvers, but maybe the most like common experience is like trying to pay for food trucks with a wallet, right? We did that like multiple years. So the point is like we come to ETHDenver, we try our own technology and like try to like bring it into the real world, especially sort of this like physical space. So the the experience that we put together is meant to be pretty seamless, right? Like obviously right now crypto is still pretty clunky, but we're like making progress, right? Like Baki from Clay will talk in a second about an account abstraction wallet, right? So like no sign in. I'm not going to spoil it, right? But the point is like. The technology that we're using and the experience that we're building, it uses ZK proofs, it uses an actual wallet, it uses a token, it uses an L2, it uses like a gamified experience, and it's really cool, right? So I think I think you guys should try it out, and it's meant to be super simple. So I'm just gonna pass it back to Baki now and Ryan.
Yeah, here we go.
Hello everyone, this is Baki. I'm co-founder of the Clave. Clave is basically mobile-first pesky-based account abstraction wallet running on ZK Sync era. And with this amazing synergy between different teams, we actually prepared an payment activation based on the quest on IYK for you. To do so, you need to complete the quest on IYKey to earn Biddle tokens, and you will be able to spend them with your Clave account. So you need to download Clave, and you will be able to create account with just one link. Because we are using passkey, and all you need to do is provide your biometric to sign the transaction. All your seed phrases are secured by your phone, so everything is in the hardware level, so say goodbye to seed phrases. And thanks to account abstraction, we are sponsoring all of your transactions, so you don't need to deal with the gas fees, etc. All our aim is to just provide seamless onboarding, seamless payment experience. So basically, your badges and your phones can do much more than you imagine throughout this event. So just use them. If you have any problem, just find us at the Biddle Shop booth.
Yeah, thank you. So just to summarize, start with tapping your badge on your phone, sign up for the IYK experience. That will lead you to the Clave wallet so that you can download the Clave wallet. You will mint your Biddle tokens there. Then you will go to the Biddle shop up front and redeem that for really cool swag, assuming that you have made your way all across the venue, tapped all of the IYK disc that you see, tapped your fellow ETHDenver biddlers, and have a great time. We at Summon are supporting this on the back end. We also have a digital questing platform at ETHDenver.summonxyz, where there are a couple of great partner quests for ETHDenver, for UETH, for Harpy that you can participate in and earn XP. Who knows what that might do for you in the future in terms of Spork or other privileges, but yeah, we're just excited to be here. Like Kevin said, it's all about the community. It's all about dog fooding. Big thanks to ZK Sync. Not only did they sponsor a lot of this experience, they also helped corral all of these cats on stage to make this happen. And yeah, it was just wonderful working with all of these folks. So if you're a biddler out there and need a wallet, definitely go to Clave. If you need an IRL experience, check out IYK. If you're interested in a questing platform, hit up Summon.
Yep. Let's do fun.
Thank you.
Yo, GMO! Go do quests, everybody. Do the quests. We're coming in on the home stretch here. We got 2 more talks, and then I'm going to do a song. Right now, we got Cy Lee. Cy Lee from the University of Ethereum. Woo! Take that.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, ETHDenver. Woo! Thank you guys for sticking around. My name is Sai. I am the director of the University of Ethereum. We are a nonprofit organization focused on building regenerative pipelines in Web3, calling it the fundamental layer. Our education philosophy is simple: introduce bite-sized content through localized analogies and making the learning process as fun as possible. But today's talk is about you guys. I want to help get everyone ready for this amazing event and put you guys in the right mindset for everything that ETHDenver has to offer. So if you made it here in real life, amazing. And those who are joining us online, woo! You can also participate virtually. So please raise your hand if you're a builder. Do we have any builders? Great. Community organizers or leaders? Awesome. Founders, or if you're a part of a startup. I see you guys. VCs, or anyone here looking for the next unicorn. There you go. Or lastly, anyone new to Web3 or just here hanging out? Nice. Okay. Well, you guys are all equally amazing. I believe just by being here and participating, you guys are all leaders in your own right. Now let's have some fun. we're going to create some pronouns today on how you might identify yourself, and more importantly, other people in Web3. You don't have to raise your hands for this one. This is more of a self-acknowledgement thing. All right. So, who is you? Haha. The dreamer, vividly painting decentralized utopias for what could be, should be, or might be. The thinker, formulating the next technical breakthrough for betterment of humanity. The preacher, driving the narratives for a greater purpose and cause, wanting to see civilizational change. The doer, disrupting the narratives of disrupting traditional industries with modern solutions to break current norms and constructs. And lastly, we have the solver. Bufflecorn, a solver systematically propelling this industry forward while demonstrating the standards of professionalism, social awareness, and community responsibility. Okay, that was fun, hopefully. Hopefully you guys like Pokemon and got those references. So at the University of Ethereum, the D stands for decentralized. Our goal is to raise the benchmark of digital literacy. Our approach to education is to be as creative and relatable as possible, while carrying the values and ethos of open source mentality. We believe education should not be a privilege. It's a right for anyone. So it's one of our goals to make blockchain education as intuitive and as accessible for all corners of the world, helping break down barriers of social constructs that preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself. At the University of Ethereum, we're equipping the solvers of tomorrow with tools and skill sets they need to keep building and be able to explore uncharted space confidently. So thank you, ETHDenver, for this opportunity for us to speak here. Thank you for our team across the entire world. If you like what we do, we have another talk on Saturday teaching how to build your own Web3 navigator for due diligence. Our booth is located in the Blockchain 101 area, and our website is ueth.org. Thank you guys. Thank you, ETHDenver. Have fun!
Thank you, Sai. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. We got Jason's going to come on the stage. He's going to tell us all about, remind us all about the Biddle-a-thon, how that works, what's going on with that. And take it away, Jason!
Hello, good morning. All right, are we good?
Maybe.
No, maybe?
You
might have to hit, okay. Fast forward, 1, 2. There we go, good morning. So the Biddle-a-thon is underway. We are like 7 days in. For this year, we have $1 million in prizes from all of our amazing sponsors. There's a total of 121 different types of bounties available to work on. We've had, as of today, we have about 1,647 biddlers that have applied to participate in the Biddle-a-thon this year. We have about, I think it's like 859 of them have so far checked in. So it's turning out to be a really good thing. This year we have 200 amazing mentors that are contributing and mentoring all of our builders. And then we have 65 judges that are going to be judging all the tracks. So we've had a couple of changes for how the Biddle-a-thon works for 2024. So we are ending this year on Saturday at 10 a.m., which is when the projects are due. And from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the sponsored judging will happen down on the floor. And then starting at 2 p.m., we will have the track judging, which is the community of community judges are going to be judging all the projects that have been submitted to the ETHDenver tracks. We also have a new thing this year from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. called the Bidler What's Next Mini Summit. This is a mini summit that's focused on content specifically for builders. So this is like, how do you go from Biddle-a-thon to startup? How do you go from Biddle-a-thon to future of work? How do you go from Biddle-a-thon to getting plugged into community and working on skills? So we have a lot of different great content that our community is putting on to tell builders how to succeed. And then on Sunday, March 3rd, we have the 10 a.m. Community Project Fair. So this is an opportunity for all SportDAO members to come down over to Biddle Hub. You'll have the opportunity to go up and see all the amazing projects that the Biddlers have worked on. And for this year, we're doing a set of quadratic voting to where the community can vote on their favorite projects that the Biddlers have built, and then collectively they will share in a pool of 1 million spork. So kind of a fun thing there. So if you're a SportDAO member, and just come over to Biddle Hub at 10 a.m., and that will be going on from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then at 2 p.m., we have the closing ceremony, so that will be back here, and that will be the top 15 presentations that are happening for ETHDenver 2024. Later this afternoon on Twitter, we'll be announcing the top 5 judges, and should be a really exciting opportunity. So thank you, have a great afternoon, and I'll give it back to Jonathan.
Okay, we're in the real home stretch now. I'm going to do one more song for you. In the height of the 2021 NFT mania, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis and Chris Rock and Vitalik Buterin all got together to launch a project. Does anyone remember what that project was called? Stoner Cats. They made a project called Stoner Cats. They raised $8 million to make a web animated series about cats who get stoned. Vitalik was a voice. Fast forward about 1.5 years, and they got shut down by the SEC. Gary Gensler came and said Stoner Cats NFT was an unregistered security. This is true. And he literally shut them down and made them, perhaps the funniest part, they made them destroy all of the NFTs that they had. Any NFTs that they had in their possession, they had to burn. They had to destroy them as part of this settlement. They paid $1 million in a settlement. So the day after that happened, I wrote a song. And this is the song. This is my second highest selling song ever. First highest was from last year. Fuck SBF. This song went for 5 ETH. And I wrote it the day after the Stoner Cats action. And it goes like this. This song is a security. I better register with the SEC. If it resells, I get a royalty. And the better I do, the more it will be. Hey, Gary, give me a call, baby, and we can settle this once and for all, maybe. Because it's so confusing, I don't know what you're doing. Is it power you're abusing for kicks? You keep losing in court, I know that's gotta hurt. Now you're trying to extort the JPEG pics, but this song is a security. Better register with the SEC. If it resells, I get a royalty. And the better I do, the more it will be. Oh, the more it will be. The more it will be. The more it will be. Hey, Gary, come on, walk me through this. If I'm supposed to register with you, how How do I do this? Because you're so confusing. I don't know what you're doing. Is it power you're abusing for kicks? You keep losing in court. I know that's gotta hurt. Now you're trying to extort the JPEG pics. But this song is a security. I'm better registered with the SEC. If it resells, I'll get a royalty. And the better I do, the more it will be, yeah. The more it will be. The more it will be. The more it will be. This is a security. Thank you very much. We've reached the end of our journey together. My friend John comes to the stage. One final time, give it up for John.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, we're going to get the hell out of here. Does that sound good for everybody? Just one sec. The slides are plugged in, but it's not showing up. Let's try that. Maybe. Big black square. There it is. All right, so that's it. So we're just going to do a couple of things with social media. Make sure you guys got our handles, where to find everything, where to have conversation. So if you don't know, crypto Twitter is kind of a thing. At ETHDenver is our handle. So check it out. Hashtag ETHDenver is very common. So or ETHDenver24 or 2024. But it'll prompt you on all that when you put in the hashtags. Instagram is at ETHDenver. And Discord is where the conversation's happening. If you're hacking, biddling, need help, mentors are in there, sponsors are in there. All the bounty questions can be answered there. So if it's long form, go to Discord, join the server, and participate in the conversation. All right, I didn't just do it, but in just a second, I'm going to tweet from my account. And if you like the post, repost it, and follow me, you will get a chance to win an upgrade to Spork Whale status. So I'm going to randomly pick that by 5 p.m. tonight. So if you keep an eye out for the post, then just follow the instructions, and I will pick it, and I will contact the person via DM. Okay? Saturday night this week is our official closing party produced by Polkadot called Bash. It's at RealWorks Denver, which is a super sick venue. If you haven't been, there's lots of parties happening there this week. But we'll be hosting that officially 9 p.m. on Saturday evening. So that gives everybody time to do your side events and the other things with your dinners and your friends, whatnot, and then you can show up to the closing party then. Saturday evening at 5 p.m., right here on main stage, we're hosting a fireside chat with Caitlin Long and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He is running for president as an independent. To clarify, as much as it's fairly obvious online that I'm a supporter and fan of his, ETHDenver and SporkDAO is not making endorsements. This is about having an open conversation and a dialogue to understand how his platform might actually help crypto. So Caitlin Long is the only person in the history of the world to sue the Fed. And for a guy who's sued the federal government 500 times over corruption and regulatory capture, it's going to be fireworks. So I would not miss this. It's 5 p.m. right here on main stage. No extra ticket needed. There is a reception following that's ticketed for the campaign, but that's completely separate. You can find that right here on the QR code if you're interested. And that's it. Now, one last thing, though. We did say in the kickoff last Friday that anybody who showed up to the opening ceremonies wearing a Spork Whale onesie would get a special gift. So there's 2 Spork Whales that showed up. Come here, sirs. So as is customary, we do, hey, Jim, we do a bunch of really silly, ridiculous stuff, and the onesies are now sort of a thing. And we don't advertise this, and we are going to change it every year because now that everyone's going to know like what it is, there's got to be a surprise. But this year, you're getting a spork whale plushie, a numbered spork.
Thank you.
Here you go. Oops. And this is not a hit of acid, I promise. This is a sticker to get into my private lounge.
Oh, wow. Thank you, John.
So this goes on your badge. And we'll take care of your ticket as well, getting you upgraded, okay? And you cannot get these, so thank you, kind gentlemen. That's all we wrote for ETHDenver's opening ceremonies, so get ready to biddle. Let's do it.